Good morning, folks. Could I get your attention? Welcome to the operational briefing for the park incident. My name is Gwendolyn Ozard, Planning Section Chief. Today is Wednesday, August 14th. Please take a moment and turn your cell phones and radios down. If you do need to have a side conversation or take a phone call, please step outside of the briefing area. First, we'll review our incident objectives. Our management objectives remain unchanged. Our control objectives remain unchanged. Next up, current situation.
Good morning, Luke Stalker, Night Operations for the Park Incident. Yesterday was another successful day on the fire. The fire continues to hold within its current containment lines. Starting in branch 10 and 12, a lot of great work's going in there. Mop up and patrol and pulling hose where is needed. Come around to branch 15 and 18 where a lot of that timber is and the heavy mop up is. Crews continued to mop up and patrol 200 plus feet in and fall hazard trees. Move down into branch 20, 25, and 5 where most of that branch has been repopulated. Crews continued to patrol and respond to service calls. End of report.
Weather.
Good morning, Tom Schultz, incident meteorologist, Park Incident. Today we're starting things off in a pretty good place. We did see overnight recoveries down to around 40 to 50% last night. Temperatures 50 to 60 degrees. We do have some patchy smoke that's trapped in these valleys here this morning, but it'll mix out pretty quick, expecting that inversion to break around noon or so. High temperatures will be in the 80s to near 90 with minimum relative humidities around 20%. The main story today, and this will sound pretty familiar to you 24-hour resources that were not on yesterday but the day before, is we have a weak disturbance that'll be brushing the region to the north. With that, we'll see winds increase just a little bit this afternoon, gusts 17 to 22 miles per hour for those exposed ridge tops and southwest to northeast aligned drainages, though the winds will be a little bit more westerly up towards Highway 36. We'll also have a bit more instability late this afternoon, lurking around 10 to 15,000 feet. If something were to get going, it would tap into that potentially. Once we go into the evening, though, calm conditions return around 21 to 2200. We'll see those east-northeast drainage winds kick in the second half of the night, gusting around 8 to 10 miles per hour for some of those larger drainages. Overnight recoveries will be very good, around 60 to 80%. End of report.
Fire behavior.
Good morning, Jan Smoots, Fire Behavior Analyst for the Park Incident. So as the IMET said, really similar conditions to what you guys saw on your last shift if you were out here 2 days ago. We've got you guys have done a lot of good work with mop up out there, so there's a little bit less potential for spots. We got less heat along the line, and we're looking at a little bit shorter burn period with better overnight relative humidity recoveries. We've still got potential during the afternoon, that hot, dry, and windy portion of the day to see some interior islands start to cook off. Might have some potential for reburn in areas where we've got continuous fuels that are lined up adversely to your line. Pay attention to that. And then we've still got a lot of dead standing trees that are burning up in the tops and may have potential for ember production that could blow across your lines. If you do get anything established outside the lines today, in some of those areas where we've got the wind and slope aligned with heavy fuels, expect active fire behavior, expect that more significant column development possibly, and associated with that, erratic winds and longer spotting distances. So pay attention to the changing conditions out there and have a safe and productive day.
Safety.
Good morning, James Allen, Park Incident Safety Officer. You'll find today's safety products on pages 6 and 7 of your IAP. Please use those to ensure that everyone gets a briefing out there. We're going to support you with 10 line safety officers on the line. I'd like to talk for a couple things today. First being, today's day 22 of the fire. You guys have done tremendous work, and you've done it safely under really challenging conditions. So remember that while we don't have as much smoke in the air, we still have the hazards. You're still on steep slopes, you have those stump holes, you still have those snag possibilities. You're still working around the roadways. For those of you working around heavy equipment, refer to that IRPG page 85. Don't get below that, and make sure you have comms with that equipment. Last thing I want to talk about is school starts today locally, so expect an increase in local traffic in the mornings and afternoons. Be thoughtful, be smart, be safe.
Air operations.
Good morning, Park family. Greg Bradshaw, Air Operations. As we continue to shrink our footprint, we are still able to support you in meeting your operational objectives. We have fixed wing on request. We are now operating out of one helibase, Red Bluff, with 9 Type 1 aircraft, 2 Type 2 aircraft, and 3 Type 3 aircraft. Those numbers do include a Type 1 and a Type 3 with Helco out of Chico Air Attack Base. CAL FIRE continues to support us with our daytime rescue ship out of Red Bluff. Always monitor air to ground. Clear eyes, full hearts, Park strong.
Communications.
Good morning, Jack Daniels, Communications Unit Leader for the Park Incident. Please open your IEPs to page 63. On page 63, we have your first 205. The following page is the second 205. We'll be running 6 commands, 6 TACs, 1 air-to-ground command, and 1 air-to-ground TAC. As a reminder, please only use the frequencies listed in your 205. Other frequencies are not authorized. On page 65 is a command map for your repeater locations, and on page 66 is some information about the NIFC system and how it works. If you do not have version 5, which is the current load, or you're new to the incident, please come see us at the communications van. We're located, or the trailer, we're located in front of the communications van. Also, the phone number for the comm unit is located on the bottom of the 205. Thanks, and have a safe shift.
Medical.
Good morning, Steve McGarry, Medical Unit Leader for the Park Fire. On page 67 is the medical plan. Noted at the top there that our services will be exclusively available in Red Bluff for MERT and CalMat. They're available 24/7. We're going to have ALS ambulances dedicated to the incident, along with line medics and REMS teams. If you do have an in-camp or line emergency, box 6 is the reporting information. Please have that available for your leadership and pass it up the chain of command, and we'll get you the closest available resource. Thank you.
Information.
Morning. Anthony Bruno, Public Information Officer for the Park Fire. Can you please turn to page 70 for your current and updated information? We'd like to say thank you to everyone who's uploaded their photos and videos of the incident and helped us to tell your story. Mail delivery has concluded for the Butte Base Camp. All unclaimed items will be delivered to Tehima Base Camp on Thursday. Tehima Base Camp mail continues and can be located next to the lost and found in the Public Information Officer trailer. And that trailer is located at the front entrance of the base camp. Your current acreage is 429,259. That's 429,259. Containment is 40%, and your personnel is 5,426. That's 5426. Thank you. Have a great shift.
Tehama zone specific roll call and division assignments.
Good morning, Tyler Holquist, Resource Unit Leader, Park Incident.
Good morning, Kent Cunningham, Operations.
Roll call, Branch 1012, Rambo. Divisions, Delta, Schmidt. Juliet, Velasquez.
All right, Branch 12, great work in there every single day. We got to keep going, okay? We got to verify the lines. We got to pull hose where necessary, get everything cleaned up so we're in a good position. Keep going.
Branch 15, Batham. Divisions, Quebec, Durlot. Uniform, Welch. Becerra. Whiskey, Schindler. X-ray, McElhargy. Quigley.
All right, Mike. Branch 15, every day continues to look better. We need to get those dozer piles pulled apart in Tehama uniform so we can get those mopped up, and then the hose lay that's in the meadow and X-ray that back down to the meadow, we need to get that in there and get that completed. And then as well as Doe Mountain, we need to work the copters in there and then get crews in there to pull it apart. Keep going.
Branch 18, Edmiston. Divisions, Charlie, Davidson. Echo, Ferris. Foxtrot, Johnson.
All right, Edmondson, great job in 18. Continue to mop up, continue to pull hose where necessary. Keep everybody working in there. Keep pushing in there. We still have a few more days in there.
Branch Tehama Fire Suppression Repair, Morris. Schultz.
All right, suppression repair, great job getting your group set up, getting them equipment they need to be successful. Continue that process, as this is going to be the last piece that we're going to need to close down as we take on the days. Hey, we're in a great position here, but we're not done. And we're in a great position because of your ability to go out there and smash it every day, all right? As we get into the days and days of mop up, what I'm asking you to do is embrace the grind. Go out there every day, continue to do what you do. Every day I drive by, every day I fly by, the crew buses are empty, the engines are parked, and there's just hose lines going in, mopping up everywhere. So enjoy the grind, continue to grind this thing out. That's how we got into the position we were in. We appreciate all the work. Keep it going. Thank you.
A few reminders for folks. At the conclusion of briefing, please go to your division breakouts. They're posted around the briefing area. If you are an unassigned resource, please meet with the resource unit leaders at the table where you got your IAP. Our next cooperators meeting is at 1000 hours. Our next planning meeting is at 1700 hours. And our next operational briefing will be tomorrow at the same time and same place, 0700 hours right here. Closing comments, Unified Incident Commander.
All right, good morning, everybody. Bob Counts, Unified Incident Commander. I'd just like to take a moment and thank you all for your continued efforts on this fire. It takes a team working collectively to mitigate this incident, but there's still much work to do. I'd like you all to go out and put in that hard work that's still needed. I'd like you all to base all of your actions with safety in mind. Have a productive shift, and we'll see you in 24 hours. Thank you.
That will conclude our operational briefing. Please go to your division breakouts and remember to turn your cell phones and radios back on. Thank you.